Good morning and welcome to Friday live at the Retirement Railroad 2.0. I'm Steve, and today we got a few interesting things to go over and review. So let's see. Okay. Just had to check a couple things, and audio check is good. Thank you, John. And of course, I believe everybody already knows that we are live from there we go. Wouldn't be a Friday without the state song. So anyway, we have hopefully a full house today, and of course, my sidekick is with us. There we go. How you doing, John?
Good morning, all. I'm trying to stay warm here in chilly Tennessee. Had a low of 12 degrees last night, and it's a whopping 27 now. Heat wave.
I woke up and it was 23 or 24 this morning here in Oklahoma City, and it's gone up a little bit, but not much. It's 36 right now. So we've got you by a little bit, John.
Yes.
What's happening with you?
Oh, it's been a kind of slow week. Had that stomach flu after the Thanksgiving festivities. Of course, it went around the family, and I was not doing too good Monday and Tuesday. So I'm just now starting to get back to doing things.
Well, I'm sorry we're down and out, but I'm glad you're feeling better.
Oh, boy, was I out. Yeah.
Of course, we've got our good friend from the left coast, and everybody put your your fingers in your ears, because here it comes. Hey, Lynn! We only get to see half of you, Lynn.
Yeah. Let me move over. I'm not really a hat guy.
Now, Lynn, did you ever look at the cover slide on YouTube?
No, I did not.
You really need to check that out.
I don't know if I'm the only one, but John's volume is way up here, and Steve is.
I'll try to talk a little less loud. Earbuds make me talk louder. I don't know why.
I guess when you hooked up your buds, excuse me, that's when the volume changed. I don't know how I compare with YouTube. I don't compare with YouTube.
You sound fine. I've toned John down some. John, why don't you say something?
Is this better now?
No, talk normal.
Is this better now?
It sounds fine to me.
Okay. Sorry about that. My wife says I have that problem when I have earbuds in my ears. So
I have the ability to change mic settings, so I just put yours at the halfway part.
I was informing Steve and John what's going on, and I won't go into all the details because some people may be a little squeamish here. Getting messages from my son that they are taking her back into the OR. They're having trouble with the implant.
So. Sorry to hear that.
Yep. For for John and Mystic and Joe. Lynn's talking about one of his ex-wives. So, most everybody does not know about the inside joke between Mystic, John, and I, and we're not going to go into those details, but I do have something for Mystic that I wanted to play just for him. Except,
that's a real strange sound.
Well,
that's like nothing. Is that a joke?
Doing it right. I'll have to, I got another way I have to do it. Hang on, I'm getting there. You two discuss amongst yourselves, and I will figure. Oh, there it is. That's what I want right there. Okay, hang on, and I will find this just so John knows we're thinking of him. And
you may say thanks a lot. In a sarcastic way, of course.
All right, hang on a second. I thought I'd be able to do it one way, and it didn't work. So I'm having to do it another way. And here we go. And this is for Mystic John. John sings this every time he sees a woman. All right. There we go. I'll probably get a copyright infringement off of that, but it was worth it.
Well, I don't know. I've never heard that song and probably never will again. So they may not even catch that one, Steve.
I love Zydeco.
Kind of catchy.
It's great dancing and partying. You know, you walk down through the French Quarter, and you'll hear a lot of that. And, there's a guy that used to play at a club named Big Al Carson that was dynamite to go and listen to. So anyway, hey, why don't we go through our roll call here? And
when the roll is called to thunder.
Yeah, of course, John SRV, John number 2, was the first in and gets the cookie, followed by Mr. On Time himself, Joe Rader. Anthony Dodge has joined us, our model train insider here. And, of course, Mystic John has joined us. And JD is always on board as well. Grandpa Rails. Hot Dog Andy has hopped the pond to join us. Willow Creek, hey Brad, has joined us as well. And UPS is coming around the cul-de-sac.
Penny knows it.
Yeah, Penny knows it. You can hear her, I take it. And I'm seeing, okay, I think we're all caught up on people. And what happened to Lynn? Where'd you go, Lynn?
I don't know.
Lynn's been having some trouble this
Weird
morning. His
stuff. Yeah.
camera's been
Aliens.
stalling and no sound at times, so I don't know if it's Lynn or his camera.
I think it's my computer. Yeah.
Mower Man has joined us as well. So, all right.
And thank you, Joe. It's going very nicely.
What? Huh?
He asked me how married life is.
Ah, okay. Well, after Dwight's joined us as well. Hey, Dwight, a little cold up there, is it? Huh? UPS is at my house. Why is UPS at my house?
Well, maybe it's an early Christmas present.
Well, I don't think I had anything on order. The only thing I had on order, I'm watching one of the security cams. The only thing I had on order was an Iowa State jersey to celebrate Iowa State's first 10-2 season ever, 10-win season ever, and they're playing tomorrow in the Big 12 championship game at Jerry's World, Arlington, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. I'm still watching. He hadn't come out of his truck yet.
Well, hopefully it's a big box.
Yeah, you never know. I hope it's not the box that was supposed to be delivered to my son yesterday over in Tennessee. More man. Well, we're model railroad people, and we just talked general model railroading chat, and we look at what we've bought over the last week. Hey, Mr. Michael McCarville has joined us as well. Let's see, how big is this package this guy's bringing?
And Moorman, check out Steve's full site. He's got a lot of very educational videos. Does a Workbench Wednesday also. So
if you're into model railroading.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I'm a former mower man, so yeah, I think he would be.
All right. Nope. He went next door. No wonder he just parked in front of my house for the heck of it, I guess.
Just to mess with Penny.
Yep. Yeah. Penny ran him off.
Yeah.
No, Penny is my half Irish setter. Hello, Tammy and Ray, mom and son, a train of rail fans. Welcome to the show. We're still just jibber jabbering about jibber jabber, as my wife would say.
Well, StreamYard's in the way, but I do have my mom and son sticker up there.
I got mine right in front of me, right up there.
Thank you very much, Tammy and Ray.
I guess I'm going to have to break down and make some stickers. Now, which one of you did not have the opportunity last week? You were going to share something and you didn't have the opportunity. Was that you, Lynn?
Yeah, but it wasn't that big of a deal.
Well, that's okay. We'll let you go first.
Oh, okay. Well, going through the donation box, I keep finding more and more stuff. This guy brought over 4 large boxes. I'm talking big boxes of stuff. And in fact, even the other day, I found this little guy down in the bottom of the box. He tries to work, but it's going to need some help. But came across these 2 boxes. And it says, made in the USA, E&C shops out of Roseburg, Oregon. And I really couldn't find much on them. So, and they're a nice little kit. They're not over the top complicated. You know, you don't have to put all of the ladder on, but you do have to put the lower ladder on. So I put one of them together.
Oh, that's nice looking.
Yeah, the wheels are already semi-weathered, a little rusty, maybe because they were metal and they got wet. I'm not sure. Interesting, you can't see. I mean, literally you can't see, but there's a really good weight that fits in the bottom, and the braces hold it down. There was a couple of screws loose, but that's normal for me. But I've got screws and bolts and extras, all kinds of stuff like that. So, yeah, I would have it up on the shelf running, but I left it down from last week for show and tell. I do have a box coming today that whenever I get permission from the Train Freak, but it won't be here until sometime this evening, probably around 4 or 5. That two projects he's working on, one that I commissioned, and one my name was drawn by Derail Daryl for a weathered and graffitied car, which Jason did a 4.5 hour live show the other night. But,
so is one of the packages contents blue?
Very blue.
Oh, goody. So we'll get to see that next week?
Yep.
All right.
If it wasn't for the surgery and everything going on with ex-wife, we'll just say Judy. Sounds better than saying ex. Judy. I had an invite to go up and run trains up at Ridgecrest. They're having Santa's workshop, something like that, and I was going to take it up there and run. Still might tomorrow, but I don't know. We'll see how today goes, especially with the latest update. See what happens. But
Yeah.
at some point, there'll be lots of videos of it. And those wanting to know, it is the Santa Fe Blue Goose. Santa
I
Fe.
wasn't going to tell them. I was going to save it.
Santa Fe at one point decided to get into the streamlined modern diesel era, and they only had one. You can find matching cars online, but Santa Fe never painted their cars other than what they already had. So they either ran the dark green or they ran the silver, newer passenger cars behind it. But just as soon as it came out, the diesel era was beginning. So, they got their money's worth out of it, and most of the locomotives were scrapped. There's only, I think, one on display somewhere, and that's it. But very interesting looking locomotive, very, very different. And then Classic Model Trains is working on the 4 Aces for me. The 4 Aces several years ago ran off the club layout onto the concrete floor at the Anaheim Convention Center.
Ouch.
Suffered a little damage, but one of the drive wheels is now no longer centered. It's crooked. And he's having trouble finding a replacement drive wheel for it. And come up close, but not the right one. He'll have a video out on it. Someday that'll be going. The 4 Aces was the first steam locomotive to have roller bearings by Tinkin. And they built the locomotive, put in all roller bearings, and then they offered it to all the major railroads and ran it up to 100,000 miles. The Northern Pacific was using it when it hit 100,000 miles. It was still running great, no problems, no maintenance. All the other engines, you had to either replace the bearings or constant service to them. And the Northern Pacific bought the locomotive, so they are now called Northerns. Santa Fe had more Northerns than anybody else. But the original number.
What were those, 484s?
Yeah, was 1111 or the 4 Aces. And, I like getting into the history of the trains. It's not just a train. It's got some background to it, some history to it. So anyways, that's about it.
Yeah, Robert, the Flying Crow, has joined us as well.
And Steve, I don't really have much this week. Of course, I've been under the weather, so I didn't do much train wise. One thing I hadn't shown last week is I got my new CNEI flyer, which is a magazine that's sent out by the CNEI Historical Society twice a year, and that's why I'm a member of the club because, or the society, because they do give some very good information. CSX is doing a CNEI Heritage Unit.
Oh, cool.
So that's, and 1877 is when the CNEI Railroad began. So, yeah, and I really like this. Also, on the bottom corner here shows one of the CNEI train stations, which is on a cross track there. I've got one that looks like, say, just the, well, if I can do backwards, just the front section here, which was the Princeton train station. I've got that up on my layout. It's not painted yet, but it was a 3D print job. And by this picture and looking at the train station that I have, the guy did a pretty good job replicating it. And yeah, this 3D printing stuff is really just going to revolutionize model railroading, in my opinion.
I think it already has.
And something else, one of the society members is doing some loads for, I've got all those CNEI gondolas that they're all basically the same thing. And I saw that Ron on his most recent video from Classic Model Trains has a CNEI gondola that he's weighed out at 1 pound. It's his test car for pulling, and he's just got the weights in there. But one of the society members are making these inserts to go in CNEI gondolas.
Oh, okay.
So they're for coke loads.
All right.
So those would have been individual containers that would be lifted out by cranes and then dumped. For those who don't know, I've got about 32 of the gondolas that I've started to renumber them all, which is quite a task. But I've gone over before how I use my printer and white back paper and just do a black box with white letters in there, so the white decal paper shows up. I don't know if I've got any. No, I don't have any right here, or have been changed. But I'm about halfway through renumbering my gondolas. But in fact, I sent one to Tammy and Ray for Ray's layout. So he's got the one and only car that's numbered like that. And also I put a little John at the end of CNEI. So he definitely has the only car like that.
Cool.
But these magazines, if any of you are looking at a particular railroad, especially a fallen flag, check out and see if they have a historical society, because you can get a lot of good information on your railroad that you're trying to semi-replicate. And you never know what you may find in there. So
yeah, I know the CB&Q has a historical society, and they publish what they call the bulletin. Yeah, that has a lot of neat stuff in it.
Yeah, and they're actually, these are very nice glossy print. My mailman folded it, or my mail person, but I've been a member of the society for 7 or 8 years now. In fact, my mother got me started in it prior to her passing, and I've just continued it. But yeah, it's not bad. It helps uh, helps the society. Now I basically pay about $15 a copy for these magazines because it's regular membership's $30 a year, but I do the sustaining for 45 a year, so they're a little more expensive. But it doesn't matter. At least somebody is helping to um, continue the legacy of the CNEI Railroad, which for those who don't know, it's Chicago and Eastern Illinois Railroad. So my grandfather was a conductor on the CNEI Railroad until his retirement. Worked out of Danville, Illinois. Well, that was after they moved from Clinton, Indiana, but that's a long story there. So I decided that the CNEI was what I was going to do since I, had connections to that.
Cool. Well, hey, Dave from DES Media Productions has just joined us. Good morning to you.
Morning, Dave.
Yep.
I don't know how many people actually know this, but how many people have a Hobby Lobby in their area that they go to? Anybody?
Yeah, I don't go there,
Okay.
but yes, we have one.
Well, the headquarters for Hobby Lobby is here in Oklahoma City.
Mm.
All right. And so I needed some supplies the other day, and I decided to try and see what Hobby Lobby would have of it. All right. And, in Florida, we had Michael's. We didn't have a Hobby Lobby near us. And I was always disappointed going to Michael's. They never had diddly of what I was looking for. Well, the Hobby Lobby that's just down the road from us is one of the flagship stores for Hobby Lobby. And damn, I mean, they had a lot of model railroading stuff. No trains to speak of, but paints. They had Vallejo and Testers and Tamiya paints and another brand. Of course, they had all of the craft paints, multiple different brands of those, spray adhesives. They had all kinds of flocking and trees and landscaping stuff. So I was thoroughly impressed. Hello, Andrew Shortbread Express, who has just joined us. And so I was thoroughly surprised, actually, at everything that they did have in comparison to the Michaels I was used to in Florida. So to give you an idea of some of the stuff I picked up, let me change over. We'll change that to that. We'll change this to that. Okay. And I picked up 3 packs of K&S metals. All right. Rods, brass rods. There's 4 per pack. And these will be the bus lines running through the shed awnings, not the shed awnings, the canopy awnings here at Fairview Avenue. So for the lighting for those, and which I haven't gotten to yet, but I'm getting there. 4 years ago, I bought a bunch of brushes, and I'm just now at the stage where I'm having to start searching for brushes. So I went ahead and bought a pack of these real fine brushes. So I got these.
And Steve, was that the $7.99 or the $8.99 set.
$7.99.
$7.99. Yeah, and they're good brushes.
Yeah.
I haven't had any problems with them whatsoever. And when you look at the real artist brushes that are $7.99 each, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
buy those packs all day.
Yep. Because yeah. I mean, I just soon throw them away and get a new one. So well, Heath has joined us. Good morning, Heath.
Whoa. Hi,
Picked up
Heath.
a pack of economy brushes as well. There's a wide variety. There's a couple foam, different size foam ones in here, and so forth. So I got the economy brushes, and I picked up the craft paint. Every time I've gone looking for burnt sienna and raw umber, I can't find it. So I couldn't find raw umber, but I did find burnt sienna.
Yeah.
And I did pick up a Vallejo rust stain and a streaking set of paints for my airbrush.
And those work real well, Steve. I don't use it with an airbrush. I just use it. The streaking
Right.
is just perfect for a fine tip brush and streaking right down,
Rust.
seam lines and things. They work great.
Absolutely. And I also, as long as I was over there, I stopped by Home Depot and picked up 3 different CA glues, a super gel, micro precise. I got the regular gel, and then I got some just regular CA as well. So those are my trips out and about for some different things. And then in the mailbox yesterday.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
All right. And this came all the way from California.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse, Lynn. Don't do that again.
Absolutely. Lynn sent it to us.
Hey, you got to give warnings before you do that.
So,
Especially us that have earbuds in.
yeah. So now I just have to find my desk is a shambles right now. I got
A hint, Steve. It opens from the end.
okay.
I'm a major recycler. It was a box that looked like it would fit and everything, but it opens from the end.
Fingernail. I got
Yep.
it. Ta-da!
Ta-da.
All right. Ooh, we got bubble wrap.
Lots of bubble wrap.
Lots of bubble wrap. It looks like somebody's already played with it though. Lynn,
It's recycled. It's recycled.
you've popped all the bubbles.
I didn't pop them all. No.
Yeah, well, there's none left on that one to pop. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, here we go.
Keith wants to know if it's cold.
I am cold, yes.
Oh, okay.
I am cold out here today. Nice.
I had to close the blinds. It is so bright and sunny outside that I was
Well,
getting
it's
a
bright and
sunburn.
sunny here too. It's just cold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got sunshine, but 28 degrees. So
Good sunshine.
I'm just thinking the same thing, Len. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day when it's cold outside in the month of May.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't need any of your singing either, Steve.
Don't quit my day job, huh?
That's
All
right.
right.
Well, you don't have a day job.
I know. There's a couple bubbles left to pop on here.
Good.
Hang on, folks.
Are you doing a heat unwrapping?
This Steve. Hey, George.
How's your car warranty?
Come on out. All right. Just okay. I'm in the garage, and I've got the camera on, so I should be able to see you pull up. So, see you soon. All right,
Not
bye.
too soon. Tell me 45 minutes.
He should be here in about 5 minutes.
Oh, gee.
And that's the city plumbing inspector coming to look at my hot water heater installation. So what we've got here, I thought this was a Riviossi, Lynn, but it's not.
No.
Wow.
What is it? What is it?
What, you can't
You'll
see?
never know.
No, can't see.
All right. Here we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's impressive, actually.
It's metal.
Yeah. I got to figure out how to open it up, Lynn, because
That's not my problem. You open the box. That's as far as I go.
hell. Oh, I got it figured out. Yeah. So this is the end of train observation. It's New York Central. I don't know. No, I don't think it is. Here we got somebody else joining us.
Hey, Jason.
And I'm riding on the cotton belt railroad line in the pitching, rolling rhythm and noise.
What's
All
going
right,
on,
get
guys?
done.
Hey, glad you could join us.
Yeah.
You just caught me in the middle of my mail call, Jason. So hang on tight. There's one more in here.
And there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, it's a Jawtooth reference right there.
Flying Crow's going to have to leave since Jason showed up.
Well,
There goes the neighborhood, Robert.
Yeah.
well, I guess it's because I put under my name, it's cold Burr, so he's flying south for the winter.
And here is a coach.
Oh, nice.
That's nice. What brand is that?
I have no idea. I have not seen one like these before. If you look at the bottom, it's metal. The shells themselves are metal.
It looks like maybe Penline.
Good question. I don't know.
And gee, no markings whatsoever.
No, nothing.
Some of them are lit on the inside, and they would have like a side profile of a person in the window.
Yeah, we're gonna pop one off the tracks.
So, John, did you get much snow last week?
We got a dusting. Yeah. And I was very upset you didn't come by and see me while you were in Nashville. You're only 2 hours away.
Oh, I know. Well, Amanda actually drove right by there. On the way, I was coming up because she went to go see her grandpa over in the northeastern part of Knoxville.
Oh, okay.
So I told her, I was like, you just went through seeing Johnstown.
Yeah. Close to it.
Close to
I'm a little bit off the interstate, but,
Yeah.
close. Yeah. But, yeah, we still need to have that, get together in the middle sometime.
I am gonna I'm going to mute my mic and turn it over to you three to carry on.
Oh no.
So does that
No.
mean he also muted his speakers or his earphones?
Probably not. So we can't really say anything
No,
bad
I can
about
still hear you.
it.
What Steve has came out of a donation box, and I have 7 of these, 3 of these, and 2 locomotives. And when I got to the bottom of the box, these are heavy. They're almost metal like the one Steve has. And there was these New York Central, and Steve's going, I want them, I want them, I want them. So I shipped them to him.
Oh, that's nice, Lynn.
Yeah, I do stuff like that. You know that.
Oh, absolutely.
Tammy knows that.
Well, I hope, Lynn, that you get to have a very special unboxing next
Sometime
Friday.
tonight. No, next Friday. Okay.
Next Friday.
Yeah, next Friday. Okay. Yeah, Lynn was telling us a little bit about it, Jason. You didn't completely.
I sent him. So I sent him a Blue Goose that I did a Tsunami 2 sound install on. Plus, I changed out the headlight and the backup light and converted them to LEDs.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, but also while I was working on his locomotive, I'm doing something special for my channel members that have been channel members for minimum 6 months, not mattering what level it is. It's just something for me to show my gratitude for their extra support for my channel. And what I'm doing is custom weathered and tagged cotton belt freight cars. And the way I'm doing it is I pick the first person and then I'm letting that person pick the next person. So Derail Darrell finally opened his car and picked Lynn. So what the other thing I sent to Lynn was his channel member car. He's only saw half of it. And that I did on a live stream not too long ago. And I even let people in the chat on that live stream. That was the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I let them pick colors and whatnot out. And I kind of knew what I was going to go ahead and do with it as far as like the tagging colors. But I let people in the chat. I was like, give me some color ideas. And so I did that. And then, but the other side of the car, I did not show on the live stream because I wanted that to be special because it's one side of the car is me. The other side of the car is Lynn. So it's going to be a surprise to him. So I'm not like nobody has seen that side of the car yet.
Well, maybe that's better. If it looks like Lynn, we better keep it to the back side of the track.
Jason. So
Yeah.
I am under the understanding I am not to open this until next Friday.
You can, okay, so I taped up the box that's got your box car in it. If you want to go ahead and take your Blue Goose out, that's fine.
Okay.
But the roundhouse box that's got your box car in it, you do not get to touch until next Friday.
Got it. Good.
When I tell you to open it, because I have to be here.
So you're guaranteeing you're going to be here next week?
90%.
90%. Okay.
I can't always. I can't 100 because I am at work, and sometimes crap happens. So,
isn't it hard to have to work?
Yeah,
I know. Look, I'm already counting down the years. I got 16 years to go.
Yeah,
So
I'll probably
I'm
be
counting it
dead
down.
by the
Now, if I
time you
leave
get
and go elsewhere, then I might as well just tack on another 11 years to it.
Yeah.
16 years from now?
Yep.
Have you any idea how old I'll be by then?
I'll be gone.
I may not be gone.
Yeah. I
may not
figured
know what's
y'all would
going
be up there.
I'll be 91.
Well, hey, there's still people living at that age. I mean, my grandpa just turned 90. So,
Yeah, I don't. My family, I don't think I'll, live that long. But
My
we're
sister was
trying.
still 101, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm planning on going to 150. I think that's a nice number.
And yeah,
there you go.
Go high.
Steve is installing his jacuzzi out back. He's gonna want to get out there in the nice warm weather that he's having now, and hopefully it's a hot jacuzzi and not a air temperature jacuzzi.
Yeah, that ain't
Oh,
fun.
we gotta stop talking about him now.
Oh,
I heard every word you guys were saying, so don't don't be lying. I see Bernard has joined us.
Hey, Bernard.
Did I miss anybody else? I don't think so.
Let's see.
I think we're
No,
all
I think you got everybody.
yeah. So
Yeah,
anyway,
Joe Reeder's in my age bracket. He says he'll be 90 in 16 years. So
Yeah, I'll
I'll
only
be
be
90
80.
in what 23 years, 22 years? I don't know, something like that.
it's just a number.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Unless
always
you're dead.
say you're only as old as you feel.
Now the
Well,
plumbing
I feel
inspector
like
is
I'm
here to, and
109.
in case anybody was interested, it passed.
Okay, good.
You didn't hear me jumping. You
Did
didn't
you
see me
have
jumping
to?
up and down and complaining about stuff. So
So no HOA stuff or anything like that.
no. This was a
I think
city
he's had
inspector.
enough of that.
Um,
I was
do
on
y'all
the
even
other end of that. I was the HOA president. So
do
Yeah,
y'all
was
even
the-
have HOA there in Oklahoma?
not where we live. The house when we lived here before, we did in a different house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad I live in the county. I don't have to deal with city, and I don't have to deal with the HOA.
Yeah. Well, some of my
There's
neighbors
times I
are
miss the HOA, like when the neighbor had his car parked in the middle of his lawn.
Yeah, or like when the neighbor in between me and the guy in the front has some people living with her to help her clean up her house, and trouble is all the trash is all over the properties because they're not cleaning up outside. They just throw all the stuff outside.
Yeah.
And as Steve knows, we have wind here 95% of the time, so it goes everywhere.
Yeah, you sit up on top of the plateau there, and there's always a
Yeah.
nice gentle breeze
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
compared to the
40 mile
wind
an hour.
sweeping down the plain.
I don't know. We've got tropical storm winds here just about half the time I lived here.
Ugh.
Well, you could
Well,
be like me and just live in a valley where the wind flows through the valley. So
yeah.
you don't have a ridge blocking the wind, and then the wind just goes over ridge to ridge. No, it kind of funnels it.
Or you could
Yeah.
desert with sand and dust blowing all the time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Wednesday, just before Heath, there was Cab Crew Wednesday. Derailed Darrell was on there showing some of his natural weathered cars from the dust. And James from Dundas, he was showing some of my old cars that I sent Heath, that he sent to James up in Canada, and they still had the dust from California on them. They thought that
Oh, wow.
made good weathering.
Did you see that, John?
What's that?
What I have posted.
Oh. Well, JD, why didn't you tell me? You're only like 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
So, see, John, now
These
it's one
people
thing
just-
for me. It's one thing for me just to be a couple of hours away and not come
Yeah.
up there, but JD was at your back door.
Yeah, he's
I
just
know.
spitting distance.
It was only like 4 turns to get to my house from Cookville. So,
Which
man,
also
JD.
means, unless JD flew, if JD drove, he was within 30 minutes from my house.
Let me guess,
Yeah, that's
JD,
right.
you were at the Fairfield Inn just off of the interstate. And Cookville has, I think, 3 exits.
Yes,
It's at the middle exit.
middle exit by Sam's Club.
Yep.
Yeah.
When JD says he was
Oh,
a
you
pastor,
should. Well, if you'd have let me know, and I would come down and pick you up, brought you here, let you see my layout, my land, and then taking you back. So
Hey, I've done it.
yeah.
I've done it for container. I've done it for Container Man before.
One of
Yeah.
these days, I'm gonna stop by Jason's when I've got extra time,
Yeah, I
When
got to
you're
get
not
my
in a
layout
rush.
room cleaned up.
because I drive right by it, and I still have to go down to Roberts.
Yeah.
I want it. Well, that's what we ought to do, Jason. Figure out a weekend. All right, split a hotel room down in Tyler, and go down and spend a weekend with Robert.
Oh, down in Longview?
Yeah, we can help with Tyler, Longfield. It's all the same. It's we can help them
Yeah,
plan.
I do want to go to Tyler. I do want to go to Tyler because there is a Cotton Belt Museum in Tyler.
See, there you go. We could do that.
now I'm going to be flying over on the 22nd. Does that count?
Possibly.
Well, I thought you were going to Florida.
We are, but we got to
You're
go
not
to
gonna fly
Houston
over
first,
to
and then
Tennessee.
Houston down to Miami.
All right.
Oh, you ain't flying over Arkansas if you're going to
Somebody get
Houston to
Lynn.
Florida.
Somebody get Lynn a
A
globe,
map.
a map or a
I
globe.
don't know. It's in the middle of the country. That's all I know. Those planes and pilots, they get lost and they fly all around.
Lynn, when you leave Houston, you're going to be flying over water the whole
Yeah,
time.
I know. A lot of water. Yeah.
Actually,
We're gonna be-
they don't typically fly over the Gulf. From Houston, they'll go fly over New Orleans, head over towards Tallahassee, and then just ever so slightly cut the corner for safety reasons.
Oh,
Never had.
I
if
guess
they had an
because of the
emergency-
Cuba.
I
guess
know
because
that-
No,
the
it's not
last,
because of Cuba.
last couple of times we went
They don't
to
want to fly
Fort
over
Lauderdale.
water unless they have to fly over water.
Gotcha.
Last couple of times going to Fort Lauderdale, no, we flew over water, then
Did
flew
you?
over Tampa and then down. So we saw
See,
a lot of water.
I used
See
to
a lot
fly
of desert,
Houston
too.
to Fort Myers, and we'd fly over New Orleans, over towards Mobile, Pensacola, Tallahassee area before cutting across just a sliver, and then right down the coast.
It
Yeah,
wouldn't be because of a storm being in the Gulf, would it?
Well, I'm talking multiple times. Used to fly.
Yeah. No, every time I've flown to Florida, it's always been right along the Gulf Coast.
Right. You'll be over water, but you're along the coast if they had an emergency.
Yeah.
Close enough where they could get to land if they had to. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much easier to land on a runway than water.
Or a beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Well, guys, we're fast approaching the 1 hour mark, and Hi has joined us. Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
Did you send me? No. Hi. You're lacking here. Hi.
We don't have the mascot.
Don't have our mascot picture for the week.
Jason, earlier I messaged you about what's going on, and the guys here know about it. I was messaging with your wife also this morning.
uh-oh.
Kind of weird. No, she was showing where she's been working and, talking a little bit about it. And you might want to share, because I told her I've been going down to the City of Hope, and when we get off the air here, I'll be going down there again. As I found out she has to have more surgery this morning. But let her know
As a
what's
million
going on.
mile flyer, Robert, I am glad I have never had to use that bottom seat cushion as a flotation device. I'll pass on that experience.
We came
Yes.
close once. It wasn't scary or anything. We were flying up to Missoula. We had to go to Seattle and then over to Missoula. We just left Seattle. You know, the plane takes its time going up. And the pilot came on and says, we have to return to the airport immediately. And the plane went and landed. Cargo door came open.
Oh, well,
Ooh, yeah, that's
Anthony,
not good.
when you fly to Europe, you have to fly over water.
Yeah. Did that once.
So, but even then, you go up typically up towards Labrador, south of Greenland, over to Ireland, and in that direction.
Now, we flew to a couple of years ago to Israel, but we flew over Spain and part of Italy and then across the Mediterranean. So we were almost all over.
I mean, there's air routes that you can't
Yeah.
avoid. For instance, go to Hawaii. You
Yeah.
got to go
Yeah.
over water.
Take the train to Hawaii. Yeah.
Although when I went to Japan, we went up to Alaska and then down, the Kamchatka coast. So
Stay away
when
from
we came
Russia.
back, when we
Korea.
came back, we flew straight across the Pacific. So anyway, here nor there.
Yeah.
So anyway, hey, I want to thank everybody for joining us here at the Retirement Railroad Mail Call, Friday Live and Mail Call, and sharing your Friday morning with us. Don't forget, Anthony Dodge is on at 2 o'clock Central, or is it 2 o'clock Eastern?
I think he's 2:30. Is it 2:30? I thought it was 2:30.
He's on
Or
this
3.
afternoon, guys. Be
Yeah, 3.
watching for that
I'll figure it
notification.
out. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with that, we'll bid you all adieu. See y'all later.
Have a good day, all.
Bye.
Bye.